It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers under the lights on Thursday night.
Division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers are underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here's a six-year man, Austin Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw here, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. He is off to an unfathomable start, throwing the football, throwing the 2 passes, both been intercepted and returned for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15-0 to score. This is the NFL. Charger football to start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert now. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard. Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now Gino on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Again, Elvin partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is the spot of the football.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On 1st down, it's Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night match. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To the air again, Smith. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yard.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. Asante Samuel Jr. there finding his way to the ball for a stop and a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Sticking with Walker on second down. And some room to roam that. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One last throw here for Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And as this defense walks off the field,